What's up, squad? Glup Shitto here, and I'm joined with a very special guest, and I'm also terrified for my life. Uh, Hello, Tahnos. Or do your
Hello.
friends call you Thanos?
Uh, it's a mixture of the two. So some call me Tahnos, some call me Thanos.
Interesting. What would you
Either or
prefer to be
works.
called as we continue today?
Uh, just do what you think is natural, I
Okay.
guess.
Forgive me if I'm nervous. Say, Mr. Thanos. I don't know if you can blame me or not.
No, no, I understand. I have a, a very infamous past.
Yeah,
Um,
that certainly is one way of putting it. Right off, well,
I just want to
I
say
know you've
sorry
recently
if
joined Discord.
yeah.
How you you doing good like navigating Discord? You having any trouble?
Um, I was good for a good while. I, I, I was learning. I was doing well, but then an update happened, and
Oh my
I
goodness,
have no
tell me
idea
about
what to
it.
do. I have no idea what to do here.
Yeah,
It
it's a
took me
struggle.
forever to find this call. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, yeah. So I feel like right off the bat, we're gonna have to address the elephant in the room for all the viewers.
Yeah,
Snapping half the universe away.
yeah.
What was that about?
Uh, well, you see, it's complicated.
Uh-huh.
It was a little blunder in my judgment.
I
Uh,
see.
Not my proudest moment, I must say. Especially now, now that I have all these fans, and now as a moderator in a Discord server, I try my best to always apologize for what I've done.
Mhm.
Uh, for wiping half the universe. In the moment, it seemed like a good plan. It seemed fine. Um, but we all have those days. We all have those years. Actually, I
Uh-huh.
spent years uh, killing people. So uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I
we have all
well,
those days.
I guess for safety's sake, a lot of people listen to this podcast. I've never allegedly I have committed land manslaughter, so I get it
Mm.
to a certain degree.
Not even a little.
But uh, like just it's allegedly, you know.
Mm.
Twitter has a lot to say about it.
Oh, really?
It's all alleged though. I would never.
Right.
I would never.
You sure?
Well,
Yeah.
okay. Well, here's my thing. If I were to allegedly kill a man, you got all these superheroes going around talking about like truth, justice, and all that,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
just be killing people, you know?
Yeah. That that's what I've been saying for years.
Mhm.
That
And
that
I'm a big
that's
believer
been
in
my
second
my
chances, and that's why,
yeah,
that's oh,
exactly.
shit. Okay, that's why I was and privileged to have you on here today. Big believer in
Right,
second
right.
chances. I will say
Yeah,
though,
yeah.
when you snapped half the universe, I did go away. And I because of that,
Uh,
I missed Black Adam in theaters, and you know that really hurt, Mr. Thanos.
uh, uh, yeah, I'm really sorry about that. There's a lot of stuff that happened in the 5 years.
Mhm,
Um,
mhm.
and uh, I know everyone missed a whole lot. Uh, and especially Black Adam.
Yeah.
I think Black Adam is a very good movie.
Mhm, mhm.
It's I admire the main character, Black Adam, played by Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yes.
I admire him a lot. He he reminds me of me in some ways.
Is it because you're
Uh,
both bald? I'm so
yeah,
sorry.
that's part that's part of it. No, no, it's fine. I like my bald head.
Do
I
you?
used to not really be a fan of it, but I grew to
Did you ever have
admire
like you
the
ever have any
shine.
hairstyles? Like you ever like rock a mullet back in the day?
Man, the good old days. Uh, n- yeah, yeah. I tried some styles. I I tried out some things. I tried the what's it called? The the mullet. I tried that
Mhm.
out for like a few months, but Tane, whenever Tane saw it, he kind of cried every time he saw me,
I'm sorry,
and
Tane.
I just
Do we know of this man?
Tane, he's my son, my
You
only
have
living
children.
child left. Yeah, I one now.
What do you mean by that? What do you
I
one now? What happened? You have more than one?
hold on a second. I'm sorry. I need to. This is very emotional.
Uh-huh.
uh, um, yeah, I had multiple children.
With
I had,
who?
I had Gamora. Gamora was one of my daughters. I had another one, Nebula. Um,
Interesting.
and they're both adopted. Um,
There's adopting agencies in space.
yes, yes. There's money. Yep, I adopted them. Yep.
If it's anything like it is on Earth, I'm actually astounded that you got the legal documents and everything.
Uh, if you call a firing squad a document, then yeah,
What?
yeah.
Everything you hear here today, folks, is allegedly. All alleged.
Allegedly,
Yeah,
allegedly.
yeah.
I yeah.
Interesting. Uh, all right. So, did you? You're not actually like the first like super person we've had on this show.
Really.
Yeah, we've actually we've had the Hulk. Hold on, can we pull up the clip real quick? We've had the Hulk on here. All right, guys, you already know what we're here to talk about. That footage. All right, Tony Stark himself just breaks into a racing area and then drives around in this super fast blue fucking car, and he looks so cool. And then out of nowhere, this very hunky man just two electric whips just goes and slaps his heart out. His entire car just goes, and then he pulls out this briefcase. Oh my god! Oh my! What the hell was that? Why is everybody screaming? What's going on? My vital organ. So yeah, we had the Hulk on here.
Right.
I lost
I
two
beat him up,
toes.
by the way. I just, I just want to put that out there. You all might know that I I I beat the crap out of this out of that guy.
Really?
Um, and I might have embarrassed him. And I just wanted to to apologize publicly for the first time. Um, I know he felt really bad
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
after what happened, and I just I feel a little bad for breaking his spirits so much.
Uh, I'm sure. Yeah. Well, actually, I don't like that guy. So uh,
Oh, really?
I lost. Did the audio play well? Did it like?
I heard some of it. Yeah.
Did you hear me screaming for my eternal organs? Did it? Did it not play?
It came in and out. It came in and out.
Okay. We'll edit it in post if anything.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
But yeah,
But
I was in
yeah,
Harlem when he first showed up, and I lost 2 toes.
that's unfortunate.
Mhm,
I'm
mhm.
sorry about that.
Yeah.
Um, well, if it means anything, between you and me, and I guess everyone watching this podcast,
Mhm.
um, the Hulk, I apologize to him because it's the right thing to do.
I'm sure
It's
that'll
me
mean a
being
lot to
humble,
him.
you know. But there's a lot of other things I could say about the Hulk, but I think I need to wipe the slate clean.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody appreciates that. Um, so there's a lot of people on Earth think you were right about killing half of
Yeah.
us. What are your thoughts on
Yeah.
that?
So, um, honestly, it makes me a little confused. Um, because there's all these people, right? There's all these supporters of me saying that I was right and that I was saving Earth. I was saving everyone. I was bringing new life. And that to me that seems like a whole lot of people, right? Maybe a little more than half of all the survivors that thanked me and thought I was right. But then this one group, this one superhero group decides that no, he's actually bad. So they go ahead and try and kill me and stop me.
Mm,
And of course, they, as everyone might know, I got my head chopped off. And uh, that was not fun. But in the afterlife, I did see what they did with my past self, my past version,
mm.
and it's crazy that so many supporters of me thought that I was right, but the Avengers they decided that it, that they were all wrong, that I was in the wrong, that I, Thanos, the Mad Titan, was wrong. When all these supporters thought I was right. So it just confuses me how hypocritical the human race can be sometimes.
That is so true. Uh,
It
I've
baffles
always
me.
been like on the fence, you know, because like I said, I miss Black Adam. Uh,
Yeah,
but then like 5 years
it's my
later,
biggest regret.
I don't know, 5 years later, things are like a little neat now. They're
Mm,
interesting.
yeah, um, I mean, we've had some peak fiction come out.
Mhm,
Uh,
mhm.
is that the right term? Peak fiction.
I would say so.
My
Yes,
son Tane,
I would
my
consider
son
Black
Tane
Adam.
uses that.
Yeah, I would consider Black
He
Adam peak
uses that word
fiction.
a lot sometimes. So I uh I don't know if I used it right or not.
Yeah, I think that's the perfect description. All right.
Yeah.
So there's been a popular theory going around. I'm not sure if you've heard. Uh, like during the fight with your past self, you said you saw it.
Yes, I did.
All right. So a lot of people are saying that if Ant Man shrank down, shot into your anus, and then expanded, he would have
My
beaten you.
what?
Yeah, yeah. Popular theory. What's your take on that? Do you think if
Wha-
Ant Man shot into your anus, shrunk down, and then expanded, that that would be enough to defeat the Mad Titan?
Uh, let me think. Well, you see, not to say too much, because it's a little it's a little private.
Mhm, mhm.
But there let's just say that um uh man, this is really embarrassing. Um, there, let's say maybe some other things have accidentally gone up there. Okay, accidentally gone up there.
Would you like
And
to
perhaps
expound?
those things accidentally expanded accidentally.
Oh.
and it's accidental situations. Okay.
Okay.
Um, and these things might have accidentally expanded, and I don't know. I feel like I can take it personally. I feel like I can. I feel like I feel like I could survive such an attack. Um,
Interesting.
yeah, my uh,
You know,
I
I thought so too, because like Ant-Man, like even if he expands, he's just a human. And
yeah.
I feel like it's gonna take more than a human to m oh man, I almost said something sus. I was gonna say to
uh,
make you explode from the inside, but this is not the correct context, I believe. I think it would take more than a human to kill you.
right. Yeah. My skin is very tough, like
Mhm.
inside and out. It's very strong.
Interesting, interesting. Oh my goodness. I'm getting Snapchats. This is so unprofessional of me. Alright, so, like alright, so you said you're in the afterlife now. Um,
Well, I've actually come back from the afterlife.
you're
I was in the afterlife. I came back.
you're alive right now.
Yes, at this current time, I am alive.
How did you come back?
Well, it's through the power of sort of like a almost like a friendship bomb, I guess.
A
You could
friendship
call it.
bomb?
Yeah, yeah. There's some lore that no one has, not a lot of people know about. That has happened in my personal life. Um, so I had a kidnapping incident, and
You were
a whole bunch of
kidnapped.
stuff happened. Yes, I was kidnapped
Whoa.
by a man from the future, and yeah, so some friends of mine came to save me, and with the powerful energy surge that happened, it just sort of revitalized my soul and brought me back. Um, it may have a connection with the soul stone
I
that I used to
see.
possess.
I see.
Um, it might have brought me back somehow. So I'm not exactly sure the exact reasonings, but
Interesting.
the point is I am back to life right now.
So, since you got, like, a new lease on life, how do you what do you do to like, make the time go by? Like, what are some of your favorite hobbies?
My favorite hobbies. Whoa. Uh, I love to cook. I love my soups. Soups
Mhm.
is some of my favorite things to make. Um, a lot of people may know from a from a I've seen a popular meme going around of
Mhm.
um of what I was cooking.
What were you
Um,
cooking?
I answered this
Soup?
before actually in a video I made. It was just chicken noodle soup. I don't know why people are so focused on finding the tiny little details in my life. It's not important to you.
Well, I
Like
think the confusion comes from, like, you were on a different planet, correct?
I was, yes.
Where did you take chickens from Earth?
They were space chickens, actually.
Space chickens?
Yeah, yes.
Interesting. I didn't know there was chickens out in space.
Now that they're the chickens from another planet. That there's a lot of planets with similar with a similar ecosystem as Earth.
I see.
Earth isn't unique or anything like that.
Interesting. Interesting. So, other than cooking, like,
Right.
are you still
Um,
like, do you still want to conquer, or have you like retired?
mm, I would say I'm still kind of in that mindset that I had
Mhm.
before I initially died. I I don't really want anything more. I feel pretty content. Although my initial plan, you know, to save the universe, that may have been reversed, but at the end of the day, uh, I think I did all I could, and
Mhm.
it's time for me to to rest, to lie down, and yeah, I don't have that much of a desire to conquer anything anymore.
Interesting.
The only thing I do conquer is games, is
You're a
video
gamer.
games. Yes.
What games you been playing lately?
Well, I guess the most recent game I played was one that I played on my channel called Hello Neighbor.
I've heard of that one.
Yeah, Hello Neighbor. It is the one where you like you're the neighbor. Actually,
Mhm.
no, you're yourself, and then there's a neighbor, and that neighbor is pretty bad and like evil, and you have to like go through his house and like sneak around and like throw stuff at him. It's like
Interesting.
it's a horror game, although it's not. It's actually not that scary, but yeah.
Very, very nice. So, does this mean that like are you not gonna give the Avengers like a round two? Do you have any beef with them still?
Hmm.
There isn't really even an Avengers anymore, but you know.
I haven't really met with the Avengers, and God, that's just I haven't talked to them at all. I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to see them. Yeah, I let the past go. I let go of my desire to conquer. It's all gone, but I still don't like those guys. They're so massive hypocrites to me. That like to this day, I can't stand looking at their dumb faces. The Tony Stark guy who's dead apparently. Good
Mhm.
for him. The the Captain America, he's gone. Uh, yeah, I don't know where half of them are. I don't even know
Neither
the
do
new
we.
roster exactly.
Uh, okay, so like let's say there's a new threat or there's somebody that's threatening our universe. Would you team up with the Avengers to take down this threat?
Hmm. Well, mm, I feel like uh, if my if anyone that I think is worthy to be alive, if their life is in jeopardy, then I think I would help. I think I
Mm,
would do something. I don't know if I would, join the team or anything like that, but I'd think I'd do what I can to help. It's a very like situational thing, sort of. Like it depends on what exactly is going down, I guess.
mhm,
Like if let's say like a new Thanos, like a new one, decides to arrive and wants to, like conquer and to like it, it just like there's new leadership basically.
mhm.
Um, then I'd be fine with that. I don't really care who's leading this society. I just care for myself and the ones I love.
Interesting, interesting. So you mentioned the ones you love. Are you still in contact with any of your children? Like, do you have any friends? Do you
Uh,
hang out with anybody?
well, as I mentioned earlier, my two of my children, my two daughters, I'm not in contact with them. I don't know where they are.
Mm,
Um, I have one son, Tane, who I have a very strong bond with. After I don't want to say losing, but I'll say losing. After losing my daughters, my bond with Tane really grew, and
Mhm.
I've learned to really appreciate Tane and everything he does, and the young man he's becoming. Excuse me.
Uh,
As for friends, I don't really have any any friends. There's really no one else in my life besides the people of the Discord server that I run. Uh, those people are good friends to me, and they helped me in the kidnapping situation. Um, yeah, and a lot of people I've that a lot of people think that the oh, I forgot what I even call them, the Black Order or something,
mhm, mhm.
whatever they're called.
Sounds about right.
They a lot of people think that maybe they were my friends. No, no, I don't, I don't care about those guys really. They were there to do their job, and they did it well as best as they could. Um, and I just don't, I don't really care about them really. They're they're dead as far as I know. So
If
yeah.
I read Scott Lang's book. If I'm not mistaken,
Oh,
didn't
Scott
they
Lang.
consider you their father? And
Um,
they can you did you consider if all right, so if you did at one point consider them as your children, and now you're saying that you just don't like them?
uh, man, I don't know where this idea came from. I mean, what does Scott Lang even know?
He
What does he even know about me? He doesn't know me. He wasn't even there.
I
Like
well,
after before I died, he wasn't even there. He doesn't know me and my children.
he fought the past you. The Black
Well,
Order
he
was
didn't fight
there.
this me. He didn't fight this me though. And I don't know anything about Scott Lang. He shouldn't know anything about me. Just don't trust any information he gives you about me. I guess just ignore that. It's not accurate. It's fake. It's fake.
You heard it here first, folks. Scott Lang is fake news.
He really is. I
Avengers
don't know what that
propaganda.
guy is blabbering about. I don't know what he's blabbering about.
Mhm, mhm.
He's ridiculous. And he's like the ant guy you were talking about, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So weird.
Yeah,
Why
a
why
friend
do
of
people
Hulk is
want to
no
be
friend of mine.
Avengers? I, I don't get that guy. He's crazy.
Yeah, he might be, like, a little, like might be, like, just, like, a little autistic, you know?
Oh,
Like,
really?
he might be.
Really? Ah,
It's not in his book, but I have my
well,
suspicions.
yeah. Well, uh, no comment on that.
Mhm, mhm. I would love to, have, Scott Lang here on the podcast, and, like, really
Mhm.
wear him down, see if he's really telling the truth about because all of the our Earth's public knowledge really of what happened during that fight, really comes from him, and, is he was in
Right.
prison, is he really, like, a
Yeah.
trustworthy source?
I don't know. He's been to I've done my research. He's been to prison. He's been under house arrest. He's all this criminal all this criminal background. And sure, it's not as extreme as like me with genocide, but still, he- he's an absolute criminal. Like who is letting him be this sort of like icon for the
Not
people?
me, not me.
No, not me either.
Mm. This is a challenge to Scott Lang. Uh, First of all, I would love to have you on the podcast. I also want to arm wrestle you, Mr. Lang.
Oh, really?
No powers. You know, a crook like him, he might cheat and use his powers on me to prove a point.
Mm, yeah,
You
he
know,
might
I don't
cheat.
know.
He might, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Uh, so I know
I
you're
certainly wouldn't be.
busy, Mr. Scott Lang, shrinking down and stealing shit, but uh, if you really are who you say, you'll come on the podcast and hash things out with me, Glup Shitto, my
Yep,
Earth name given to
I
me
would
by
love
my
to see that.
parents. Mhm. Well, that's really all the questions I had for you, Mr. Tahnos. Thank you for joining me
All
here
right,
today and clearing things up
thank you.
on the genocide.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for letting me on. There's some things I haven't really said publicly
Hmm.
yet, and I felt like this was a safe place
Hmm.
to let some stuff out.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was great.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys. I'll see you next time, and maybe we'll even have Scott Lang on. Who knows? Maybe he'll
Oh
answer my
boy,
calls.
yeah.
All right. See you guys.